Next thing we're going to go through is a little bit of heel work, and this is how we just start it off with puppies. So to start with, all we need them to do is carry on that hand touch and follow it with us. So we want just them to target the hand as we're moving. The easiest way to do that is go back to having food in the hand. See here, I'm going to have a piece of cheese, cover it with that thumb, and he can only access it from this angle. If I have it like this in my hand, any old way like this, he can literally access it from almost anywhere. We want them only to be able to access it from here, because then we can control exactly where he is. Where he can only follow it from behind, he's going to do a down, because we're going to throw all the behaviours out. So he can only follow it from behind, which means that he is going to follow along with us in the direction that we want him to be. Just like this. We want to keep a nice high rate of reinforcement so that we can get him to really understand exactly the behaviour that we want. So we're cutting out any ideas of it's a scratch or a sit in the middle or turning a circle. It's literally only 2 or 3 paces by my side while I'm walking is the behaviour that I want from you, which means that we can progress much more quickly. So a high rate of reinforcement to progress quickly. So we come along, he's going to follow that behind, and we release to him. So it's a bit back-breaking, especially with puppies to start with, but it really pays in the end. Because what we do is we have them targeting our hand and following us here, and eventually that hand target will start coming higher and higher, and it will come up our bodies, and they will still be targeting the hand. They will be looking at it while it's here on our hip and following along with us. If they start jumping, don't worry, because what we need to do is always release low. They will start to learn that they don't need to jump to get the treat. It comes to them. So we can target high, release low. And basically, how quickly you progress through this is all to do with your rate of reinforcement. So I'm progressing quite quickly to bringing that hand up above his nose, because he really now knows what it is that I'm wanting. We'll then clear up all the bits of cheese. Otto. So I can progress that hand up high. He is eyes on it, and then I release low. And I release after 2 or 3 steps. He doesn't need to do any more. We're not going to do any immediate off-lead heel work out in the garden. So we can just do quick little spots of training, and he will progress really quickly due to a high rate of reinforcement, low distractions, and lots of consistency.